What's up, people? Happy Sunday. Welcome to another episode of Soul Food Sundays. Hope you guys have had a good week. It's been a decent one for me. I will not complain. It's a blessing just to see a Sunday. So I'm happy to be here with you guys. And today I am going to do a reading using the Hip Hop Tarot. So that's a little switch up. Instead of using just oracle cards, I'm going to use the Hip Hop Tarot, and that deck consists of all the major arcana cards. For those of you who are not familiar with tarot, there are major arcana cards, which are like your major life lessons, something that you really want to put your attention on. And then there's the minor arcana, which are like your everyday occurrences or things that contribute to the picture that the tarot reading is trying to paint for you. So you got your majors and your minors, and the Hip Hop Tarot is a deck of all major arcana, and the images in the deck are all hip-hop artists. Some that you may be familiar with, some not so much. So like this card here is the Temperance card, which is representative of patience, balance, harmony. As you can see, we got Lauryn Hill here, my all-time favorite female rap artist, recently awarded best rap album of all time by Rolling Stone. Very deserving in my mind. So there's an image of her here as an angel, pouring from one cup to another, with one foot on the ground and another in the water, representing the balance between practicality, earthly matters, and emotional matters, with the water representing emotion. So yeah, there's a lot of symbology in the cards, and I can honestly say learning tarot has been one of the best things that has ever happened to me. If I don't help anybody else using tarot, it helps me tremendously, just to understand some of the things that life is showing and teaching me on a deeper level, and helping me to better prepare. So that's why I offer the service to do tarot readings for others, because it's so helpful. And for those who buy into the story that it's something that's evil or demonic, you're missing out, pimp. You're missing out. But I would love to be the one to change your mind about the experience. So if you're looking to get your first tarot card reading, you can hit me up at turquoisemajesty@gmail.com. Or if you're familiar and you've had a reading and you'd like to get some clarity on something, holla at your girl. So before we go into the reading, we're going to go into prayer, and then we're going to see what comes to us from the Hip Hop Tarot deck. If you look for it online, you're interested in buying it. I'm not sure who the creator is, but I know it's, oh, never mind, I lied. Ben Gore is his name, and that might be the guy who inboxed me when I purchased the cards and posted on Instagram. Some guy inboxed me and was like saying there's an updated version or something like that. I thought it was spam. I didn't really read too much into it, but you can go to Blue Monday Press to make the purchase, to order them, and I think they sell them at a few other places, but if I'm not mistaken, that's where I got mine from. I ordered them from the Blue Monday Press because I am a avid hip hop supporter. I am a product of hip hop, and so between my love for tarot and my love for hip hop, it was a no-brainer. But yeah, we're gonna pull from the Hip Hop Tarot deck, and then I'm gonna clarify with the card from the Healing Mantra deck by Matt Kahn. If you're not familiar with Matt Kahn, check him out. He has a lot of books and cards and videos on YouTube. I first got introduced to him. He was talking about the soulmate twin flame journey. He did a YouTube video on it where he was at like a seminar or workshop or something talking about it, and so I've been on and off studying some of his teachings since then, and that's how I ended up with the deck. So we're gonna follow up with the hip hop tarot with the healing mantra deck, but first we are going to pray. It's so important to pray before you go asking God for a message. You want to thank God for what messages have already been brought forward for you, for what God has already done for you, and just petition the throne before you go trying to be a channel and receive more. You got to show gratitude for what's already been given to you. So Father God, Mother Earth, ancestors and spirit guides, we thank you once more and again for a beautiful week. We thank you for allowing us to see another day, realizing that if it were not for you and your grace, that we would not be blessed to see this beautiful day. We thank you for each and every message that we have received up to this point, God. For those who have not received the messages that you are sending through, we ask right now that you clear out all distractions, dear God, so that we may be a clear channel to give and receive your word, the messages that you have for us, the actions that you wish for us to take. And we ask right now, dear God, that you please provide the best messages for our highest good as we move forward in this week as a collective spirit. What message do you have for us as a collective as we journey into a new week? Amen. Let's see. Let me turn around because I don't want to falling on the floor. So what message do you have for us, Spirit, as we journey into... Oh, that was about to be a lot. A new week. Okay. So we have 3 cards here. Tupac representing death. So the death card is the one thing I know for sure that scares the hell out of people when it comes to tarot. But you have to seek understanding, and it's just so symbolic of how we are in life. You see the image, you see the word, some buzzword, some image or something, and you're afraid without looking into it and gaining knowledge and understanding of what it means. So the death card in tarot represents change, transformation. And here in this image we have Tupac with, looks like a lantern. Yeah, hood on, bandana on, with a lantern looking like the Grim Reaper. Looks like he got his chain around his neck, and he's approaching looks like a brick wall with water on the other side of it. The death card, being the number 10 card in tarot, represents completion. So this week there may be some change or transformation of some kind, be it the beginning, middle, or end of a situation. Something's about to change. So the other cards may reveal to us what that change will be. Tyler, the Creator. So in this image, Tyler's sitting on the ground, meaning that he is grounded and practical. He has a little knapsack, I would think, with a bag of just what he needs. Only what he needs. No baggage. He's got his cape on. And it looks like he's taking a moment to reflect or decide on a journey or moving forward. He going somewhere. He ain't moving in this image, but he about to. And the Fool in the tarot cards represented by the number 0, which is new beginnings. So again, a transformative new beginnings. Something's about to change. The Fool sets out on a journey. That's what the tarot is all about. It's the Fool's journey throughout the different stops, different lessons throughout the journey. That's what all the tarot cards represent. I'm going to do a co-creating video to really break down the concept of tarot. It's been around for ages, and we'll talk about it more in depth. But yeah, with the Fool and the Death card, you got some some change coming in, a new journey, beginning. So we were talking about death representing maybe being in the beginning stages or the middle or the end of some form of transformation or change. Coupled with the Fool card, that's telling me that that's the beginning of a change. Something is ending, so something else can begin. The Fool represents a new beginning. And then the last card, Mad Lib, who's actually an artist that and hell, it might be a group that just go to show how much I know, that I'm not very familiar with. So I'm not gonna lie to y'all, like I even know who Mad Lib is, and there's no real image of who that is on the card, unlike the other cards. But what the image does show us is the circle of life, the wheel of life, and how the wheel spins, the wheel of fortune. There are things in our lives that happen that we have no control over. And the wheel goes around and around. If you on top of the wheel, at some point you're going to be on the bottom. We're not going to always be at the top of our game. We're not going to always be at the height of our life. As the wheel spins, we're going to experience some misfortune sometimes. And you give it time, we'll end up back on top. And then you give it some more time, we're going to be on the bottom, or you might even be in the middle. But as a wise woman told me, the important thing to do is to be in the very center. Be centered and grounded, like you see Tyler the creator is here, so that when the wheel spins, you're centered, you're grounded, you're watching and observing as everything occurs, and you're not so affected by it that you fall off. You see how he's like just riding the wave, riding the wheel, so to speak, with a cigarette in his mouth. I'm gonna have to see who Mad Lib is now. And the wheel is in the sky, which is telling us that the wheel of fortune in our life is controlled by God. There are some things that we have free will to do, and our free will affects our wheel of fortune. But at the end of the day, there are some things that God is predestined for us to experience anyway. So the wheel of fortune is about change also. So for anyone who is watching this, listening, or however you enjoy Soul Food Sundays, keep in mind that there is, if you're resonating with this message, look forward to some change. Camera almost fell. Don't do that to me. Look forward to some change this week. Maybe there's something that God is pushing you to change. But whatever the case, all 3 change cards in the deck came out. Death card, change and transformation. The Fool, a new journey. That's a change. You leave, in order to go on a journey, you gotta leave some destination and move forward. The Wheel of Fortune, which is represented by, I lied, death is not number 10. I must not know my Roman numerals, because that say 13, biggest day. But anyway, death is number 13, and then Wheel of Fortune is number 10, which is completion. So I pray that whatever the change is, that you guys are well equipped and grounded. When the Wheel of Fortune is upright, it's normally representative of a positive change. When it's reversed, it may be a change that affects you adversely or negatively in some way. So looks like there's a positive change coming in, a new journey for someone. Maybe it's a new job, a new relationship, whatever the case may be, but someone is out with the old, in with the new, so to speak, and that's something to celebrate. I hope that you guys are celebrating your wins, be they big or small. These being major arcana cards, this is not a small change that you're experiencing this week. It's something monumental in your life that is handcrafted by God to teach you a major life lesson. That's all the major arcana means, a major life lesson. So let's see what the healing mantra cards have for us. Miss Spirit, please clarify. I want to shuffle the book, girl. Spirit, please clarify the message being presented to us in this major arcana reading. Okay. Come through. All the way through. So we have 4 cards here clarifying the reading that we just got from the Hip Hop Tarot Major Arcana cards. And each of these cards is a mantra that will help you throughout this week. If you stay reminded of it, write it down on a post-it, stick it on a mirror, put it in your phone, replay this video or whatever the case may be to just better help you keep your vibrations up, and to also better help us understand what kind of change is happening for us in this week. So the first card here is, there is nothing to regret when I learn from my past. And I'm also going to, so you're unhooking yourself from the past. That's the name of this card. And the probably can't see because of the light. Unhooking yourself from the past. And the mantra is, there's nothing to regret when I learn from my past, which is telling us, like the fool, move forward from the past. Or with the death card, you got to leave some stuff behind. You got to embrace change. You got to transform. Learn from the past and move on. And that's what it looks like Tyler, the Creator, is doing here as he's sitting on the ground with his knapsack. He's reflecting on the past, but his mind is made up that he's moving on to a better future. So the book here has a description for that card. Dig a little deeper into it. When you unhook the past, you are able to see crucial moments of growth from fresh perspectives. This allows you to see the mistakes of your past as catalysts for development, not as something you did wrong. It's an opportunity to see how your previous actions could have been better aligned with your highest values. When you learn today the things you didn't know before, you are able to meet your current circumstances with renewed clarity, so the past can be unhooked instead of repeated. This mantra is ideal for overcoming self-criticism, releasing shame, and becoming more open-minded. We definitely want to be mindful of how we are speaking to ourselves as we are transforming, changing, maturing, growing, or however you want to perceive it. So mantras are a great thing to help us to kind of change the cycle of negative self-talk, because it's good for us to pay attention. We probably speak to ourselves more negatively than other people. Most of us, some of us, ain't gonna tolerate somebody else speaking to us negatively, but we shouldn't tolerate it from ourselves either. And we need to be mindful of how that affects us in our day-to-day and how we interact with people. So keep that mantra in mind. There's nothing to regret when I learn from my past, as you are going through a transformative experience this week or in the weeks to come, or whenever you find this video. These messages are timeless. I just do them weekly. The second message is uncovering confidence. Definitely takes confidence to go on a new journey. And these journeys are probably designed to help us better do that, to help us better move out, step out on faith, and be more confident about the types of moves that we're making. So the mantra for this card is, I am the missing piece that completes the puzzle of the universe. Absolutely. You got to get in the game. We all sometimes can get caught up in doing whatever we feel like is best for ourselves, but we have to understand we are a part of God's divine plan and the changes that he's making in the universe. And we got to step out there, step out on faith and do what it is that we are being led to do, because we're the missing piece that completes the puzzle of the universe. So for uncovering confidence, the message is, when confidence is uncovered, you're living from a space of renewed purpose. You know your place in the cosmos, and you are an expression of eternal light. There is no wavering on decisions or second-guessing your instincts. Confidence allows you the peace of mind to stand tall in your truth and to move forward courageously. Knowing anything that comes your way can only inspire the gift of endless expansion. This mantra is ideal for resolving insecurities, easing personal concerns, and finding true safety in your mind and the body. So, the change that many of us may be encountering this week may be one of resolution. There may be some resolve to some chaos around you, or something that you have not been certain of. Some of us can look forward to some resolve or some clarity, and that may be the transformative change that's coming in for us. So keep that in mind as well. Third card here, third message being rewiring the nervous system. Mantra is I find strength in surviving my traumas. There's so much strength to be found in our hard times and our dark places and the things that we've gone through. If any of you out there have experienced what you consider to be rock bottom for you, this card and the first card really coincide with one another, because your strength from surviving that trauma is learning from the past and having no regrets. That's your strength, and you want to hold on to that and allow that to be your anchor, so to speak. So as you're experiencing transformation this week, we want to keep that in mind also. And the message for that one is when the nervous system is rewired, you are no longer trapped in the memories of your body. You are the courageous hero or heroine of your present reality, honoring every moment of hardship as the means through which your infinite strength and greatest depth of character is revealed. As you rewire your nervous system, you are no longer responding to life from the vantage point of your painful past, but instead are open to each encounter being more miraculous than the moment before. This mantra is ideal for adjusting to life after loss, healing heartbreak, and becoming more optimistic. Again, that's stepping out with confidence. That's us not being nervous. There are some things that you can do to better help your nervous system. Meditation is one. Watching how you eat, eating things that promote nervous system health. I've been looking into a supplement called magnesium. I think it's magnesium bicarbonate. The particular brand that I've been looking into is kind of expensive. It's like $100 a bottle. So I'm going to have to read up a little bit more on the benefits of it before I make that kind of an investment. Not to say that I won't, but I'll let y'all know how I go. Because, baby, your girl cheap. But I got to invest in myself, and you can't be cheap with that. So I'm going to do a little bit more research on it before I make that purchase. But I do know that it's very important that we are mindful of the health of our nervous system, and that it does affect how we move in our day-to-day with just decisions that we make, how confidently we show up. Because when you think about it, your nervous system contributes to how confident you are, how strong you are, how astute you are, and again, just how you're showing up in the world. So the last message that came out for us is transforming tragedy. Transformation. The death card. Change and transformation. So the mantra for transforming tragedy is loss is my reminder that more room has been made for greater gifts to be received. What did I say? The wheel of fortune is a positive change. The Fool being a new beginning. It's if for anybody who has ever felt like they've hit rock bottom, or just been in an unstable position, ain't no better breath of fresh air, weight off your shoulder than for God to give you grace and be granted a new beginning. So these cards are definitely clarifying each other with these profound messages, and I'm so happy for those of you who will be receiving blessings this week after having had a hard time, or having some sense of doubt, or being told no, or just going through a cycle of self-sabotage or whatever you've been experiencing that felt like you were in your sunken place. It's a new week. We're coming out. We're being rewarded for our diligence. And we're being reminded to step out boldly and confidently, and also to understand that we may not know everything that's coming for us. We don't have to know. We just have to have faith, be open to it, and show up confidently. So the message for transforming tragedy is, when tragedy is transformed, you see that endings foreshadow the inevitable arrival of exciting new beginnings. I said it. It may not feel good to lose the things that once defined you, but it is life's way of expanding your identity to invite more passion, joy, and synchronicity into your reality. As you transform tragedy, any degree of loss merely sets the stage for the arrival of greater gains. This mantra is